There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Mic check, mic check. Might as well make this screen a little smaller, yeah. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. This one goes out to my man Mohammed, who was recommended via the Patreon. I continue on with my Weezer journey. This is the fourth record. So we listened to the green record. Is it the green record we listened to as of last? I think it is. And it was quite a nice return to standard. So a little more in the vein of their debut as opposed to Pinkerton, which definitely took a different turn. Now, personally, initially, I didn't like the turn they did with Pinkerton because I liked the straightforward, basic catchiness that derived from the debut. Felt like there was a little bit too much experimentation, although it wasn't completely experimental, but there was a bit more depth to it, and it didn't necessarily portray itself in the right way to what I expected from the band. So I didn't think too much of it, and reading your comments or whatnot, apparently that's what the people thought as well on the debut. Well, not on the debut, but on the release of that second record, expecting something a little more like the first. And then we got on to the third record, which was a little more of a return to standard, perhaps in, reflection of the way the second album was received, which apparently now is considered a classic. It took a little bit of a moment for it to sink in with the people. Here we got the fourth record, and Mohammed has told me that this one is quite polarizing again. So I'm enjoying the Weezer listen throughs. This one looks like it's going to be a blast because the songs are short. The songs are very short. Generally speaking, it looks like we're averaging at around, 2 minutes 20, 2:30 per song throughout the record. It's rare we got songs over 3 minutes, and if they do, they don't span over 3 minutes for long. So let's jump straight in. This first one's entitled American Gigolo. I'm looking forward to see where this band took their sound from the last record. I'm starting to see a pattern emerge between the coloured records and the more conceptual artworks. We've gone from A to B to A to B. I don't know how you pronounce the name of this record. Maladroit? I don't know. I don't know what it really means, so I'm not going to embarrass myself too much. Let's go. Weezer are such a funny band. How I perceive them as a nerdy band. They're a nerdy rock band, but the image that is portrayed via the lyrics and the attitude that can be provoked sometimes is one of badassery. Sort of there's a rock star and a legitimacy behind the rock star persona that may be put on, because Weezer are a very successful band. So it's cool to hear this come from what I would consider like a nerdier band. Alias Rayonic says Weezer's most underrated tracks for their most underrated album. Producer Weezer, additional producer, studio personnel and recording engineer Chad Bamford. Additional producer Rod Severa perhaps. Studio personnel and mixer Tom Lord Algie, we've seen that name recurringly. Mixer Fernio Hernandez. Chris Carroll on engineer Carlos Loco Bedoya. Darren Mora, recording engineer Stephen R. Billard, mastering engineer Stephen Marcuson, composer and lyricist Rivers Cuomo. Well, Abby told me that Rivers went a little bit loopy prior to the release of this record. Interesting, eh? Interesting. A heavy tune, but Weezer have always had this bizarre heaviness to them since the debut album. Let's keep moving. I don't feel like I'm in deep enough to form an opinion or state an opinion as of right now, because this band can come with a spectrum of different ideas and dynamics and sounds, so I'm not going to jump to a conclusion with this. We're going to go into Dope Nose. And by saying not jumping into a conclusion, I mean, I didn't dislike this tune. But then again, it wasn't some of the highlights that Weezer can produce. We've got a music video coming up next, 2 minutes, 14 seconds long. Let's see what this one's saying. 2.6 million views.